Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and we're going to be reacting to Ren's 1 million subscribers. I felt like this was a really good time to get maybe some more info. I think you've only really heard his music, you've never really heard him talk.
Not really, no.
I've seen some interviews and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, we've got a little bit of extra. Oh, he's filmed it in a different size. Okay, well, while we're screen recording it, you're going to get some little bits in the edge. I'm sure it won't matter. But we are going to react to his 1 million subscriber kind of, I think it was a thank you.
Okay.
Because it's a big deal, like 1 million subscribers.
Absolutely, it's massive.
Huge. I'd be happy with 10,000. Never mind 1 million. Anyway, we'll just get straight into it. We've reacted to Hi Ren, Sick Boy, and we've done Troubles, and we've done quite a few things that talk about his health journey, especially because that specifically relates to you. We'll be doing the tales at some point in the next week, but not yet. So, oh crap, I keep doing that. Right, ready? Let's go.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me, and that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain.
I'm sorry, I've got to stop this. Doesn't Ren look like our boys?
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I can see X in them.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me, you know, because he's getting, like, when he's talking, you know, when he's, today specifically, when he was in a bad mood, and he's looking down, and he's looked at, he really looks like him. That's probably why I feel a sense of pride. Sorry, Ren. Just gonna...
Which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting.
Oh my God, I'm literally crying. Oh. I've actually got tears in my eyes. Oh, sorry.
And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a certain, to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever. You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself, because you are large. You can be ferocious, and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
What a guy.
That is...
Very emotional, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm more emotional today. Let's just put it that way. Oh, I think very wise words. So eloquently put.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's obviously a genius when it comes to wordsmithing. Like, he's got that down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I live in an echo chamber, but I wish that there were more people like that. Like, I feel like the people I surround myself with are like that, that have that feeling, that have that notion, are accepting, are kind. Like, we only have 2 rules in this house, don't we? And that is to be kind and not lie.
Absolutely.
And they're the 2 things that we
stand by. So,
yeah, in a way, because it those 2 things mean so, because, and my very wise elderly friend said to me, the world is fueled by greed and fear.
Yeah.
And the opposite to that is being kind and telling the truth.
Yeah. We always tell the kids, if you could be anything, just be kind. So that is...
And they struggle with it. Like,
yeah.
they're working it out because they're still little. I think they understand it. I don't think they would ever be unkind to other people outside of the family unit. And when they're unkind, it's because they're in a safe place and they're expressing themselves. I just whacked on my microphone. And we know it's not because they don't like... We know it's not them being unkind on purpose. And they're learning and they're pushing boundaries. And it's interesting because they're all so different and they express themselves in such a different way. And it's wonderful to see, like, just, like I say, just watching him and then with the thought that he looks like our boys.
Yeah. He's an inspiration.
Yeah.
He really is. And I'd agree, many of us will agree with that, how inspiring he is to other people.
I think, and this is what I was saying on a video a couple of days ago, saying that he has a community of, you know, the Renegades. It's a great name in the Reniverse. who it is a community, like they're there for the people. They uplift everybody. That rising tides, what is it? Rising tides help many ships. What was it about? Anyway, I can't remember what it was said. The fact that he's saying that the more people that support people, the better it becomes, which is why the videos that we do of Ren are more successful than any other, because the renegades come in force and they send a tidal wave of support and love. And the messages that we've had on our videos, I don't think you've read many of them yet, but they are absolutely lovely. Like, some of them are just so kind and
it's
lovely.
Really nice to hear.
But you know that's come from sort of, it radiates out of from him as the centre. I've just made him sound like a bit of a Jesus, but I didn't mean to. Sorry for the blasphemy if you're religious. But yeah,
I feel like the type of person Ren is the type of people the people that listen to him.
Yeah. Again, it's like sort of. But I hope that maybe he also hits a nerve with people who aren't like that. Like he was saying, if you're filled with hatred for another person, like, okay, fine, sit with it, take it in, understand it, but then move on.
Yeah.
Like, if you holding hatred in for someone else hurts you and no one else.
Absolutely,
because
it destroys
because they
just
don't
yourself.
Know. Yeah, it does. Somebody told me something really interesting once about holding a grudge, because I remember and feeling vengeful, and somebody said that person doesn't know that you're holding that grudge. That person has no idea.
The only person you're hurting is yourself. Is
you're
physically and mentally.
Yeah. And it really stuck with me. I mean, I'm not a hateful person, but it was just a conversation that we were having.
Like, life's, it's just too short. To be holding grudges and feeling that way.
You just have to let it go, which is why I think I have done that in my life. I have let things go because I just think I'm wasting so much of my time, energy and emotion on somebody that doesn't care about me.
Absolutely. And then I guess that from trauma from when I was younger as well, I felt like I've accepted it, I've kind of let it go, I don't hold a grudge anymore.
No.
And I think that's been a big step into helping me, and also kind of like my physical pain too. But then also with my health, I've kind of accepted that, and I've kind of like let that go too.
And that's what he said.
Yeah.
You know, there's two routes. Either you can resolve it or you can accept it.
Yeah.
So see, it's one of the two. Otherwise, you're just going to be constantly battling and in pain because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Don't get me wrong, it may not take you, you can hear those words, but you might not be there yet. Like, I think if we'd have done this a year ago, I think you wouldn't have been there.
No, I wouldn't have been mentally strong enough to do it.
No. But also physically. A year ago. Really?
No. I think my mental challenges affects my physical pain as well.
Yeah. I
that's
agree.
Definitely contributed towards it.
Yeah. I agree to a certain extent. It was I don't know why I got so upset when he was talking about the fact that he couldn't physically eat, so he had blended food and stuff like that, and he was really thin and frail. And stuff like that just upsets me, I think, because it's been the opposite. Like, so physically he couldn't do that, but mentally I couldn't actually not eat. Like, I went for a different direction, being plus size all my life. When my trauma served me, I ate.
Yeah.
I only found solace in food, and I'm still working on that. Because I'm still triggered in that. And it's... Sorry, the dog just put himself in a position. But that was great. That was really good. And it just makes me realise that there are people out there that do not appreciate the fact that they've got even 1,000 followers. Like for every single person that subscribes to our channel, it's absolutely insane. Because if we've got over 6,000 people that subscribe to us, could you imagine that being in our house?
It's mad, isn't it?
Well, it wouldn't fit, would
Yeah.
it?
Absolutely not, no.
It's a huge amount. You couldn't even have 100 people in here without feeling squished. So, look, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed is probably not the right word. I hope you took something from the video. And if you haven't seen the 1 million subscribers before and that was your first time watching it, I don't know whether you also found it emotional, but I definitely did. We'll see you tomorrow.